The other big story, Angelina Jolie overnight shared new revelations about her fight against cancer. In a New York Times op-ed, she discusses why she had a procedure to remove her ovaries and fallopian tubes. She writes, "I went through what I imagine thousands of other women have felt. I told myself to stay calm, to be strong, and that I had no reason to think I wouldn't live to see my children grow up and to meet my grandchildren."
Angelina Jolie continues, the most important thing is to learn about the options and choose what is right for you personally. Dr. David Agus joins us from Los Angeles. David, good morning to you. This is a very moving, personal, and powerful piece, I think, in the New York Times. What do you make of her decision to share it with all of us? And then can you walk us through exactly what she's done?
She's absolutely heroic. The idea of being transparent and vulnerable and talking about her own personal decision to educate others is just so powerful. You know, the last time she did it 2 years ago about her mastectomy, thousands of women went for testing and many lives were saved. So what happened here is that she has a faulty gene called BRCA1, and it means her risk of ovarian cancer is dramatically higher than the average person, about 50% in her lifetime. And she had 3 family members that died of cancer. So they went in with a little scope through a small incision and took out her fallopian tubes and her ovaries. It was a same-day procedure in that she was in and out of the hospital in the same day. And now she's without the hormone-producing ovaries, so menopause was induced about a decade earlier than in the average woman.
Yeah, I mean, her mother died of ovarian cancer at age 49. She's 39 years old. She says the effects of the mastectomy were the surgery was tougher, but the effects of this, an oophorectomy where you remove the ovaries, are much more severe. She says she's in menopause now.
Yeah, so the ovary makes estrogen, progesterone, and dozens of other hormones. And so we can give back some estrogen and progesterone to minimize some of the symptoms in certain patients. But clearly, taking away those hormones affects one's life. It affects risk for heart disease, for bone disease, and clearly hot flashes and other symptoms happen. So it's a major change, but obviously preventing cancer so she can play with her children and grandchildren was paramount in her decision.
How much will this procedure reduce her risk of getting cancer now? Is she now clearly home free?
No, I mean, the interesting thing is that there is ovarian tissue not just in the ovary. It's spread out through the peritoneum. So it's a dramatic reduction, as is taking the breast out, to a dramatic reduction of breast cancer and ovarian cancer. But it's not to zero. So there is some risk. She's going to continue to be followed closely. But this was a major step. And again, I just have to applaud her for being so vulnerable and for helping thousands of women with her own suffering.
Dr. Agus, thanks.